Steinhart quality and value for money, but in an originally, boldly designed case, not an homage. That's what I want to talk about today, because I think it is an underrepresented side of Steinhart. My name is Jan, and you're watching the Time Channel. So let's have a look inside, shall we? And you will immediately notice that I still have the original tag from when I bought the watch new. And this is, I think, the only watch that I bought new, and you will see in the course of this video that it is quite an affordable one, even if you get it brand new. You have your manual, of course, and inside your white paper box you have your little leather one in black, also with the Steinhart logo, which I think is quite nice. It is inside heavily padded, and you have the watch that I want to talk about today. It is the Steinhart Triton 30 Atmospheres green version. A great and affordable dive watch in my opinion, with a unique aesthetic in its olive and NATO green version that I absolutely love. And I emphasized on the original part because if you came to this video, you probably know that Steinhart also offers a lot of homage pieces, which feature design elements that are very close to the originals. Well, originals from other brands, and mostly a little too close for my preferences. Nonetheless, I was a bit shocked when I read up again on how people went off about Steinhart on forums mostly. Even about this model, which is fairly original in its overall design. There are usually two sides to the discussion about homage watches, or Steinhart in general. The ones that seem quite offended with the brand since they offer many homage watches, or mostly, which look like one-to-one copies at times aside from the different logo and, well, the movement inside. And the other side, which sees Steinhart as a well-made and especially affordable way of wearing a certain aesthetic, which usually costs 10 times the price of a Steinhart, if you would consider the original brand version. And I think I'm part of the third side, I would say. I wouldn't be comfortable with wearing a Steinhart GMT or any homage that looks exactly like a very well-known design from another brand. But I'm not offended if someone does, and I would recommend Steinhart as a watch brand based on the piece that I will present to you today and its overall build quality. You're in fact appreciating a mechanical watch with these homages as well, and that makes you sort of my partner in crime already. Additionally, I have to admit that I like it what Steinhart does with some of its homage models, where they incorporate elements into them which make them quite original, like the Ocean One Bronze, as I mentioned in my 3 bronze watch wishlist video. If you have the slightest idea about watches, you cannot mistake those for another brand, because other brands don't do bronze watches, for example. That's where I somewhat draw the line, I think, in homage watches. So if they add something new, I'm usually fine with it. For me, collecting a certain aesthetic is not the same as collecting the full package, which means I'd rather have the unobtainable grail watch on my wishlist with all of its design glory in combination with the special and historical movement as it was meant to be, than wear a similar design with a solid movement. Steinhart exists since 2001, so back to this one. Founded by Günther Steinhart in Augsburg, and the current line of Triton consists of 3 color variations of the 30 atmosphere model and a 4th one which is the Triton 1000, so it is actually 1000 meters water resistant and has a helium escape valve and a black-orange color scheme. For the 30 atmospheres versions you can currently still get this green one, even though it is a limited version, as they will tell you. And they also have a black and blue version. And the black and blue version also differ in their design of the inner ring. So as you can see here on the green one, you have this nice vertical stripes. Aside from these newer versions of the Triton, you can also get the older ones on the pre-owned market. And notably the anniversary edition, I think, looks very, very good, which has a very different bezel design and is available in bronze. But back to this beach bruiser, as I would call it. It is a huge, chunky and sturdy diver in one of my favorite colors, a dark green or olive. So about the case. It is a stainless steel case with a diameter of 45.5 millimeters without the crown, as I measured myself, a whopping 56 millimeters from lug to lug, 15 millimeters in height, and it has a guarded crown here at 4 o'clock, which is a screw down crown with the Steinhardt logo on it as well. You have a unidirectional diver's bezel, of course, with 120 clicks. I'm going to give you the sound of that for a second. So it is quite a heavy watch at 160 grams, and the case is connected to it with these hex screws, which gives it a very secure fit. The strap itself is in matching olive green color and has a very unique profile, which perfectly transitions into the foldable clasp, which has also the Steinhardt logo. And the logo itself is a bit overlapping to give it this seamless look when it is closed. And the strap itself is quite a blast to wear in the summer. It is very comfortable, even when you're sweating a bit, and it is heavily structured on the inside, and this provides you with quite some flexibility, even though the strap is quite chunky. And additionally, you have the Steinhardt logo again on the rubber strap as well, so they were not shying away to give this unique design their own brand logo. It has a sapphire crystal which has anti-reflective coating on both sides and gives you a nice look at this matte green dial. The hour hands are partially skeletonized as well as the minutes hand, and you have a central seconds hand in a lollipop shape going around it. Additionally, at 6 o'clock you have your date window, which has a white font on black background. All of the hands, as well as the hour markers and the bezel, have quite a bit of lume on them. It is BGW9, which is the Super Luminova with the blue hue, and it gives it a nice contrast in the nighttime compared to the daytime green. Let's talk about the case back really quick. And on it you can see the Triton logo, as I would call it, which rather depicts, in my opinion, Poseidon than the typical depiction of Triton, because Triton is the son of Poseidon in Greek mythology, who is usually described as part man with horse legs and the body of a dolphin or fish-like. But let's not dive into the mythology any deeper. Whatever it is a god of the sea depiction back here, which I think is quite beautiful. So when we talk about the movement of this watch, it is of course Swiss made. It's a little bit difficult to tell which movement exactly you got, because if you look into your manual, you will see that aside from the basic information, it is denoted here that it could either be a Sellita SW200 or an ETA 2824. Well, which one do you have? You actually cannot tell. You have to open up your watch to know which one you got. But both of them are fine, and both of them are very, very similar. So I just finished up opening the watch to have a peek inside which movement I got. I have the Sellita SW200, which sits on 26 joules, has a power reserve of 38 hours, and a high beat movement with 28,800 beats per hour, or 8 beats per second. So as I've mentioned, it is quite affordable even for a new Swiss powered automatic watch, and it is for this particular version 550 euros. So I hope you enjoyed your look at this original design by Steinhardt. I think they offer so much in this total package, and it gives me a little bit of a heartbreak that they, well, mostly do homage watches when they are so good at doing their own designs here. It is a controversial design because it is so chunky, but I hope that they can be successful with it and do more unique designs in the future. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned for more unique watches on this channel, and see you in the next one.